Hey guys, today's video is a request. It's another case I've never heard of, and the request was from Justice 4, so thank you so much for this one. This is one that the family definitely wants publicized from my understanding, as I feel like it's a very clear and obvious case what happened. You'll understand once you hear the details of it, and the person who, in my opinion, caused it, and in the family's opinion caused it, is still walking free today. So hopefully we could get some more traffic brought into this case. Hopefully someone bigger than me, Stephanie Harlow even, could pick this up and do a story if she hasn't already, and get justice. This is the case of the disappearance of Kristine Kupka. Kristine left her sister Kathy a phone message on the morning of October 24th, 1988. She stated that she was going out with the father of her unborn baby, Rudy, to help him clean his new apartment, and that she would call her sister Kathy later. Kathy never heard from her 28-year-old pregnant sister again. Kristine was last seen leaving her home in the 200 block of Westminster Avenue in the New York City borough of Brooklyn on October 24th, 1998 at approximately 12:30 p.m. Her roommate said that Rudy arrived at the house shortly beforehand. Rudy seemed nervous, according to her roommate. She did not have a coat, any personal belongings, or very much money on her when she disappeared. Rudy and Kristine had a troubled relationship. He was her adjunct chemistry instructor at Baruch College in New York City, where she majored in philosophy. They began dating shortly after she completed his class and continued their relationship for 5 months. Kristine became pregnant unexpectedly and told friends Rudy was not supportive of the pregnancy and had begged her to have an abortion. Her loved ones stated that she seemed frightened he would hurt her or their child, although she never stated that he had threatened her. As it turned out, Rudy was married and reportedly only told Kristine of his marital status after she learned about her pregnancy. Apparently, he was not married at the time the infant was conceived. I'm not sure of the legitimacy of that claim. He initially denied that he could be the baby's father, claiming he had had a partial vasectomy, but eventually backed down from that assertion. According to Kristine's family and friends, Rudy was angry and scared, telling Kristine his family would disown him if she carried the baby to term. He was a Guyanese immigrant, and his father was a Hindu priest. Kristine was actually looking forward to becoming a single mother, and is described as an intelligent and strong-willed person. She had a 3.97 grade point average at Baruch College, founded the school's philosophy club, and planned to attend law school and become a civil rights attorney focusing on women's issues. Kristine supported herself by working as a server at a Jamaican restaurant in 1998 and lived frugally with 5 roommates. At the time of her disappearance, she had $7,000 in her savings account. She was due to graduate from Baruch College in January of 1999. She missed her midterm exams after her disappearance, as well as appointments with her midwife. Kristine allegedly spoke to Rudy's wife via telephone several times before she disappeared. According to her loved ones, Kristine said that she reached his wife after attempting to page Rudy. Kristine told his wife she did not want to disrupt the family, but she wanted Rudy to be a part of their child's life, and said that she worried about the baby's emotional well-being if it did not have a relationship with both parents. According to Kristine, Rudy's wife became angry at him after learning about Kristine's pregnancy. Kristine intended to name Rudy as the father on their child's birth certificate. She also planned to ask him for financial support for the baby if it became necessary. Rudy and Kristine's relationship cooled off for a time, but he resurfaced in Kristine's life shortly before her October 1998 disappearance. Kristine told friends that he appeared on her doorstep and claimed his wife had thrown him out of the house and that he was staying with a cousin. It's not clear whether Kristine believed his story, but she told her family that she encouraged him to reconcile with his wife. Rudy apparently became more supportive of the pregnancy at the time, suggesting names for the baby and offering to be the birthing coach, which confused Kristine given his earlier attitude. The reason behind Rudy's visit to Kristine's house on October 24th is not clear. Her loved ones stated that Kristine believed she was going to his new apartment, while Rudy maintained that he was driving her to a nearby shopping mall. Before leaving, Kristine told her roommate, If anything happens to me, Rudy did it. Kristine's family was alerted to her disappearance by her roommate, who became concerned when Kristine failed to return to her residence that evening. Kristine's family located Rudy's home and confronted him about Kristine's whereabouts. Rudy's mother alerted her son to the family's arrival, and police were called to prevent an altercation in case an incident arose. Rudy told the family members that he drove Kristine to a shopping center, then waited in his car for her to return from shopping. Rudy claimed that he dropped Kristine off 2 blocks from her home between 3 and 4 p.m. as she wanted to walk to the nearby health food store. When Kristine's family asked him which shopping mall he had taken her to, he said he did not know and he had stayed in the car while she shopped. Kristine's loved ones then questioned people in the neighborhood. A laundromat owner said that he thought he saw her walking past the establishment, and the proprietor of an area health food store said she might have seen her approximately 7 p.m. the day of her disappearance. Later, the health food store changed her mind and decided the woman she saw was not Kristine, since the woman was wearing peach-colored pants, which Kristine did not own. Authorities have questioned Rudy just once, shortly after Kristine's disappearance. He hired an attorney a few days later and was not granted any further interviews. The Kupka family has since employed a private investigator and continues to publicize her case. The investigator has stated publicly that he believes Rudy was involved in her disappearance. Rudy has never been charged in connection with Kristine's case and maintains his innocence. Authorities have said that he was cooperative during his single interview, but have also mentioned that he did not have an alibi for the time Kristine vanished, and they felt he was evasive at times during the questioning. Detectives have stated that there is little in the way of physical evidence to prove what happened to Kristine and nothing linking Rudy to her disappearance beyond motive, but they believe she was the victim of a homicide. In 2010, when a cousin of Rudy vacated a plumbing supply store in Queens, the NYPD sought permission to dig up the basement floor. The new owner agreed, and although a cadaver dog indicated the presence of human remains, they found nothing. Rudy, his full name is actually Darshanan Prasad, I apologize if I mispronounced that, is now a dentist in Florida. He and his wife live there with their children. He has refused to address any of the accusations, both with the police and the media. He and his wife have maintained they don't know what happened to Kristine or his unborn child, nor did they seem to care. Kristine's sister Kathy has devoted her life to finding justice for Kristine. She firmly believes that her sister was murdered that night, and Kristine's case remains unsolved. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button below. If you have any suggestions for videos, true crime or otherwise, please leave those in the comments below. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button as I upload new videos some Wednesdays. And other than that, I will see you guys when I see you.